So hey guys, my name is Rishabh Singh, a first year medical student from Eastern Medical College and Hospital, Comella. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, so please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to provide you some educational video related to MBBS. I hope you will gain or acquire something new at the end of it. If you like, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment below. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic is mechanism of action of protein hormone. Before going to the mechanism of action of protein hormone, we will discuss about the hormone receptor and about the G protein. So the G protein linked hormone receptor. So hormone receptor have three parts. Extracellular part that bind with the hormone, this part. Transmembrane part, this part. It is a loop type of part which have 7 transmembrane segment. Intracellular part of cytoplasmic tail. This part is coupled to the G protein in which the conformational change will occur. As you can see the diagram, this is the receptor and this is the G protein which is inactive and GTP is attached to it. So when the hormone will bind to the receptor site, then it will convert the inactive G protein to active G protein by converting GDP to GTP, and alpha part is detached. Alpha part of G protein detached from beta and gamma, and it attached to the adenyl cyclase. So GTP activated target protein enzyme. G protein is heterotrimeric GTP binding protein. It is a membrane bound complex. It has 3 subunits. So that's why it is known as trimeric G protein. The units are alpha, beta and gamma. So during the conformational change, GTP convert to GTP, GDP convert to GTP, and alpha part get detached from beta and gamma. Trimeric G protein are named for their ability to bind guanosine nucleotide. G protein is present in inactive state when the 3 subunits form a complex where GTP guanosine diphosphate is attached to the alpha subunit. Active stage occur only when the hormone bind to the receptor site and GTP guanosine triphosphate is attached to alpha subunit. It is 2 types: stimulatory G protein GS and inhibitory G protein GI. Now, what is protein kinase? It is an enzyme that phosphorylates add a phosphate group other cellular protein or enzyme. This is called phosphorylation. Donor of phosphate group is ATP, which then convert to ADP. Protein kinase are CAMP dependent. Now coming to mechanism of action of protein hormone. So basically protein hormone bind with their specific receptor. They will bind to a specific receptor and form the hormone receptor complex. And then they will form the hormone receptor complex. The hormone will be binded to the receptor part, then the receptor become activated. The receptor which is attached to a cell membrane or to the membrane will become activated then. When the receptor is activated, it undergo a conformational change that causes G protein to bind with the cytoplasmic part of receptor, exchange GTP to GDP. So again, the conformational change will occur as we discussed it earlier. It will convert GDP to GTP, guanosine diphosphate to guanosine triphosphate. Stimulation of adenyl cyclase catalyzes conversion of ATPs to CAMP. Then the alpha subunit which detach from the G protein will bind to the adenyl cyclase, which will catalyze the conversion of adenosine triphosphate to CAMP. This activates CAMP dependent protein kinase which phosphorylates specific protein in the cell. So this will add a phosphate to the specific protein in the cell, which led to the cell responses of the hormone. The responses and that lead to the cell responses of the hormone. The hormone will get a certain type of response in the cell. So the responses are new protein synthesis, new protein will be formed, or the change the activity of enzyme in cytoplasm, cell secretion, opening or closing of ion channel, change in cell permeability. As you can see all the points here: new protein synthesis, change the activity of enzyme in cytoplasm, cell secretion, opening or closing of an ion channel, exchange in cell permeability. Now, the signaling effect is terminated by or stopped by: if the hormone will be removed from the receptor, then the cell responses or signaling effect will be stopped. The alpha subunit inactivate itself by converting GTP to GDP. Again, it will convert from GTP to DDP. Then the alpha subunit once again combined with the beta and gamma subunit to form inactive membrane bound trimeric G protein. So all the step will be reversed. The enzyme phosphodiesterase inactive CAMP. This enzyme will inactivate CAMP. Protein hormone bind to receptor on plasma membrane. Binding conformational change initiating production of enzyme adenyl cyclase. Now adenyl cyclase cause cell to convert ATP to CAMP. CAMP activate enzyme and carry out the hormonal function. Now we will see the mechanism of action of protein hormone by the help of a diagram. So this is the diagram by which we can easily understand the mechanism of action of protein hormone. See, this is ECF, this is cytoplasm, this is cell membrane, which is a lipid bilayer. This is receptor. As you can see, the receptor, transmembrane part, extracellular part, and intracellular part of cytoplasmic chain. Then hormone, you can see the hormone. So first of all, you can see G protein, which is inactive and attached to GDP. Alpha unit is attached to GDP, guanosine diphosphate. Then hormone will attach to the receptor to form hormone receptor complex, which will do a conformational change and will convert G protein, which is inactive, to G protein, which is active, and it will also convert GDP to GTP. Then alpha unit get detached from beta unit and gamma unit, from beta unit and gamma unit, and it will combine to an adenyl cyclase. There it will help to convert ATP to CAMP, and then inactive CAMP dependent protein kinase will convert to active CAMP dependent. So the active CAMP dependent protein kinase will help protein and ATP in the formation of ADP and this complex in which protein is there and phosphate is there, which will cause the cell responses. So this is basically the mechanism of action of protein hormone. If you like my video, don't forget to hit the bell icon, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment and share. Thank you.